Alright then, welcome back everyone to the third match of this round of 32. My name is Quint and I am back here with Zach for his very first commentary of the season. How are you doing, Zach, on this beautiful, I believe it's Saturday morning for you?
Yes, it is. It is a great day so far.
Alright, great to hear. We have Singapore versus Argentina for you guys. Seed 12 versus Seed 21, and I think actually Seed 13 versus Seed 20, actually. And I think most people have this one as being relatively close. Both teams looking very strong. Singapore being the surprise of the qualifiers together with Taiwan qualifying into the top 13, which is higher than they've ever been, right? And then Argentina perhaps a little bit lower than expected, but still giving us most likely a really good match. I don't know what your thoughts are about this one, Zach, and any predictions on who's going to be taking it away?
Really hard for me to predict a winner of this match, honestly. I have no idea which way it's going to go.
Yeah, it could go either way. I feel like it's the map was quite easy for both teams, I reckon, so it's going to come down to the wire on most maps. I think perhaps Singapore is the edge on Hidden. I think Hidden, that's why obviously Argentina banning away Hidden too. I think that's a reasonable ban. I think Singapore is a really good Hidden team. But on every other bracket, I think it should be fine for Argentina, so you can follow along. But they are apparently lacking Narcs. He's not here. And I believe Dukimo de Diablo is perhaps also not here, so they're looking at a 4-man roster facing against a full Singapore roster, so that might also be a factor we have to account for as well.
Yeah, having even one player not there is really going to hurt them.
Yeah, it offers less flexibility and more filling up rosters that wouldn't have to be filled if that player was there and all that. So, but I think the core three, or like at least they have a core three being Kirane and Surgonza and Saikai being Story previously on. So that core three still is somewhat the same, and I think they could do quite well in this map pool. I'm expecting not that many issues coming from Argentina, but neither from Singapore, so it's going to be quite close. But we're awaiting Singapore's ban and their pick to get this match started, right? Alright, they're banning Hard Rock 1. So the Ascendance map, these Hard Rock specific taken of the shards already. We saw a beautiful double SC coming from Israel on that pick, and Singapore not wanting to risk it versus Argentina. Yeah, I'm having some troubles with Banjo. I'm hoping he can get that resolved. And now we're looking at the Singapore's first pick. They won the role, so they have the honor of picking first.
Yeah, if I had to go with a mod that Singapore would likely be weak on, it would probably be Hard Rock as compared to the Hidden and Double Time especially.
Yeah, definitely. So I think that's a reasonable ban. I do believe that like Hard Rock 1 is probably Hard Rock 2 is probably a little bit harder than Hard Rock 1. So, but
yeah, they're going for Double Time actually.
Yeah. All right. So they keep that Hidden open. Probably want to keep it as a safe bet, a safe pick for later on, perhaps. So immediately going into Double Time 1, Wizard Tower, Loki Song, map by Verti, Air 8.3. So it's a speed pick of the all-time pool, but it's still relatively slow for most players, I assume. We see Kirane, Surgonza, and Saikai for Argentina. That main three, I believe. Ryori, I believe it is pronounced, could fill in for Hidden, but I'm not too certain about that. On the other side, we have Hyang, Axel, and Kings actually being the third place. So no Eon, no Setsune.
It's actually surprising Hyang just dropped out of the lobby.
Wait, actually... Wow, that is in fact really surprising.
Yeah, I expected him to end up playing every single map.
Yeah, so did I actually. So that's really... This might be because of his internet issues? Not too certain. Or Singapore just feels way better with these three. could be the case, but it's really, really odd. Yeah. Alright, this is getting really interesting right from the get-go, right? The captain of Singapore, their strongest player, the player that's been most hyped up during the past couple of weeks, is just not playing the very first map of Singapore's tournament. That is interesting.
Yeah, I was about to mention that he was probably going to play every single map, and then he immediately just dropped out. So I'm like, that's something.
Something weird going on. Okay, we see Saikai and Rube putting on Hidden. Hidden is used for reading purposes. There's no bonus score for picking Hidden, just solely for reading purposes. I believe Saikai had an early drop there, by the way, but I'm not sure if that's client lag or an actual miss.
Looks like that was, in fact, a miss.
Yeah. King's going to be the first one from Singapore to drop, and it's going to give an early lead towards Argentina. Score cap is 200 combo, so whenever a player is above 200 combo, they get their max score per fruit caught, and King's missing later than Saikai is giving Saikai that cap sooner, so advantage Argentina in the beginning stages of this map.
Yeah, with everybody at 200... Oh, Saikai dropped again, though. I was just about to say, with them all holding combo, it's just a matter of consistency.
Definitely, and this could turn out to be a spinner battle, actually, because Saikai's miss was like the first or the second note, so that's not a lot of score gone. It's actually an advantage for Singapore. Kings and Saikai do trade, and it's really tight, actually. We see 3 double S on the board, Rubai being the only FC dropping some accuracy, and we're already 2/3 in. There's only actually 1/4 left of the map, so this is going to get really close at the end.
Yeah, combos are neck and neck right now. Ooh, Axel missed, though.
Yeah, but immediate trade by Kirana, so that's still going to give the advantage towards Singapore. Sir Gonza and Rube, the only 2 FCs left in the lobby. There is a spinner at it, if I'm not mistaken, so this could turn out to be a spinner battle, but that score is about 10,000 points. I'm not too certain if that's going to be able to be... This is getting really close until the wire. Is this going to be... Is it going to be Singapore? That is 2,000 points in difference. That's actually way closer than I anticipated at the end there. A beautiful is this coming from Sir Gonza and an FC from Ruben. Wow, this was really shaky. Honestly, if Saikai didn't miss on those first 3 nodes, then this would have been Argentina's point, I'm quite certain.
Yeah, that was very close for the first pick.
This is a great prospect for the rest of the match, I feel like. These teams are neck and neck. Kings and Axel dropping on the Singaporean side. Kirana is Saikai. Saikai being kind of known for being a lesser player in earlier pools, and that's been the case in DT1, but could be a one-off, right? Could be there's nerves in that first pick, and let's keep in mind it was Singapore's pick, so losing it for Argentina doesn't really matter that much, right? You want to break it, but if you lose it, then it's fine because it was their pick. Singapore, on the other hand, that was too close for comfort.
Is it too early for tiebreaker hype?
It's never too early for tiebreaker hype. We see immediately getting Mixed Mod 1 picked by Argentina. I think that's a reasonable pick. I mean, Saikai is a great hidden player, so I'm assuming Saikai is going to be the hidden player on the Argentina side. I think Kirana probably know why the Sir Gonza hard rock, so that seems like a really solid trio. On the other side, we see Eon coming in. Rubai and Axel still staying in the group. Is Hihang just not going to be playing Mixed Mod 1 either? Actually, he's probably going to pick up the hidden, right? I think Hihang is a terrific hidden player, so...
He could play either... Honestly, he could play any of the 3 mods, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely true. I'm not sure if Singapore is a second hidden player. I'm not too... Actually, well, we favor them on hidden, so they probably have like a solid hidden roster, actually.
Ian would actually be a pretty good hidden player.
Yeah, about the map, it's an Air 9 specific map by vv1311397088. I believe it's a custom map as well. It's quite, how would you call it? I think jumpy. Somewhat, it's like the CS is quite low, making it somewhat tricky. And once again, there's no Hyang in this lobby. This is surprising to say the least. And we see Rio actually coming instead of Karane for Nomad, Psyker and Hidden, face off against Rube, and then Axel versus Sir Gonzo on Hard Rock, and then Eon also on the Nomad. So, wow, this has been really surprising.
Yeah, no idea where Hyang is.
A very long intro, and let's hop right into it. Hard Rock is a 1.12 multiplier, so these players are slightly more important for the team score. So be sure to take a look out for Sir Gonzo and Axel. And Rio is actually the first to drop on Nomad out of all mods.
Yeah, that'll give an early advantage to Singapore on this.
Yeah, the map is 3 minutes in length, so plenty of time to catch up once again. But once again, early advantage towards the Singaporeans. I believe that's how you call them. Sir Gonzo actually dropping on the hard is huge, and Axel holding on to that full combo. And that's already quite a huge lead for Singapore, approaching 100k. Saikai holding strong on that hidden, but Rube on the Singaporean side just completely countering that also on the hidden with a double S. Actually, a triple double S coming in from the Singaporeans, and this one is looking really good for them. Rio once again dropping on the Nomad, missing twice even, and that's going to increase that lead for Singapore, and that's approaching 150,000 points, if not even exceeding that.
Yeah, Singapore right now is just asserting dominance.
Yeah, this pick is completely backfiring for Argentina, and this is nowhere as close as that double time pick was, so interesting. Axel does end up dropping there in that slide. A weird miss, somewhat over dashing, but Rio trading it on the Nomad. Obviously, a miss on hard is more painful, but Singapore has a huge buffer by 150,000 points. And Sir Gonzo and Axel going to be tied. Saika and Rube also tied, but Rio and Eon are the huge difference right now. Eon holding on to that double S, and Rio somewhat struggling, sadly. Part's coming up right now, and Rio's the first to drop in the hard part. And the map's come to an end. I don't think there's any way for Argentina to come back from this, actually. Sir Gonzo and Axel both hitting the triples with the hard rock. Saika and Rube both a double S on hidden, beautiful, but Eon with a double S on Nomad, and a singular miss coming for Singapore. That is just asserting dominance, as you said. Pure dominance, and that's going to be the very first break point of this match. And Argentina has to think their picks through, because this was not the pick.
Yeah, very good show there from Singapore. They are showing that they are really strong, even without Hyang playing either of the first two maps.
Yeah, that's probably even the most surprising thing about this match, right? Hyang is not here. That's just nuts. And actually, he did join the lobby right now, so might be an indication that he is playing. We see Double Time 2 getting picked. The K-pop song Feel Special map by Xictopia is somewhat of the technical Double Time. Air 8 and some wide jumps and off patterns, but I think all players should still once again feel relatively comfortable on this.
Oh, it looks like Hyang has just been choosing to sit out.
Oh, he is. He actually is. Wow, this is. I think this is one of the biggest brain moments from Hyang I've ever seen, I think. And we see Setsuna going to be making his first appearance instead of Eon. On the other side, we see Sir Gonzo, the side guy. I'm quite sure Karana is going to be that third player. He also played that double time 1, I believe. Only one missed hit, so solid performance from Karana on that double time. So definitely the best pick for this mod. I'm really hyped for the Singaporean roster for like the remainder of the World Cup as well. They seem to be their year. They seem to be very interconnected as a team, and yeah, the fact that they're playing without Hiyang, we keep saying it because it's just so huge, right? It's just really interesting. We see Setsu and Saikai and Rubei choosing Hidden with their double time. Once again, only for reading purposes, no scoreboards whatsoever. The map's 992 combo, if I'm not mistaken. But Setsu is the first to drop, actually. So that's going to give an early advantage towards Argentina. It is vital for Singapore yeah, definitely. It's vital for Singapore to confirm this breakborn, right? Because if Argentina were to break back, we're basically at a tight match again, so... But Sir Gonzo is going to find a miss, and that's going to be favored towards Singapore because Setsu and miss with 400 combo, and that's going to be giving Singapore the lead, obviously, and it's switching right now. So that's once again Singaporean advantage halfway through this double time 2 pick.
Yeah, it's not too late to get it back, but they're going to have to really show some consistency now.
Yeah, Argentina cannot afford a single miss because then they would need 2 misses from Singapore, and I don't think that's happening. Yeah, Rubei and Axel seem so confident right now, both holding on to that double S, and Setsu, after that first slip up, right, those nerves, he's been just steamrolling this map as well. And there's nothing to comment about, right? Everyone above 400 combo at least, and this map is coming to an end, and Singapore is a half disadvantage, right? 1 miss coming from Singapore, and it should give the advantage back to Argentina, but they're just not missing. 3 double S, Karana dropping a single droplet, but that doesn't matter score-wise. Singapore about to confirm that breakpoint, and looking at the 3-0 scoreline, the miss has to come about now. The map's coming to an end. 150 combo left. Actually, I'm saying unless Rubei is the first. Actually, that choke from Rubei give Argentina the advantage immediately, and that is going to be a breakpoint for Argentina. Wow!
Yeah, I did not expect that, honestly.
What? My maths just didn't work out because I thought it had to be before 100 and before the end of the map, and it was 30 combo left, and Rubei missing right at the end, and that's going to give the breakpoint to Argentina, and that's going to give a completely different dynamic for this match.
Yeah, that miss just immediately switched it back to Argentina.
That is huge. That is huge for Argentina, and they're on the board. Their very first point this CWBC, and well, yeah, we have a match on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. That breakpoint from Singapore immediately cancelled out by Argentina. Curious to see where Argentina wants to take this, though. Are they going to go for double time 3? Probably not, I think. Are they going to go for no mod or going to go for mixed mod 2? I think, or even hard trick, actually. Hard trick is also still up for grabs. I'm not sure, actually. I think hard trick 2 could be a good pick for Argentina because of the fact that actually they're going hard trick 2. Okay, thank you for listening, Saikai. Good pick.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the smartest pick that they can use right now.
Singapore indicating they're not feeling comfortable in hard trick by banning hard trick 1, but then again, only 1 missed that mixed mod with hard trick, but and I think we might finally see Hiyang making his appearance in this match. This song, by the way, is so good. Fractal Dream is slaps. This is amazing song. Okay, we see Eon and Axel coming in for Hard Rock. That was to be expected. Axel playing Hard Rock in that mixed mod map. And on the other side, we see Rio coming in for Hard Rock. So the Nomad appearance was somewhat lacking in comparison to the other players in the lobby. So curious to see what they can do on the Hard Rock bracket. We see Saikai putting on Hidden. He playing without Hidden, which is... I'm not sure if he's like... I thought it was a hidden Hard Rock enjoyer, but apparently not on this convert map. There's two memory patterns in this one. So at 150 combo, there's a break, and the first note of the breaks at the complete right. And there's also a spinner trap at around 500 combo. So I'm curious to see if these players practice those patterns. I'm quite sure they did. We see Eon being the first to drop in around an 80 combo, but the map is quite long, so there's plenty of room for misses coming in from Argentina. But once again, France was able to triple SS this map, so we might see a complete dominant performance from Argentina as well. And double miss coming in from Argentina on that spinner, on that break trap actually. So that's going to switch that advantage right in favor of Singapore. And why? I'm not sure why.
Oh, another double break.
That is an interesting pick if they do not know about the break trap there. So interesting interesting to see.
Yeah, this is not going in their favor right now, and this from Eon is going to help a little bit, but they need more.
Yeah, that was a 100,000 score difference. There's no full combos left on the Argentinian side, so Yang and Axel still cruising. Here comes a spinner trap. Let's see if they practice this. Okay, everyone practiced that one. That's good to see. Yeah, Argentina needs more misses from Singapore, and actually Rio being the one to drop is not helping them whatsoever, and that score bar is once again increasing. Axel and Hyang seem so comfortable. Eon trading that miss from Rio, but they need Axel and Hyang to drop actually. Yeah, huge difference actually. That's about 120,000 points. I think at least a triple miss is needed from Singapore for Argentina to have a shot at this map, even though there's already only a quarter left in this pick.
Yeah, it's starting to look like this might be another lost pick.
Yeah, Argentina have to think about their picks, because this is twice that Singapore is so dominant on the pick of Argentina, and then Argentina is following along on the pick on Singapore. Rio dropping once more, and that's going to, I think, seal the deal on this one. Yeah, Hyang and Axel playing this map beautifully, still holding on to the double. As an Axel is back, baby. Axel is back on the Catch World Cup. I think it's been 2-3 years, but he's definitely back. And he's probably the second most consistent player in Singapore right now, next to Hyang. And that's going to be
a third point.
Another breakpoint actually, so that's 3 breakpoints out of 4 maps. Yeah, that double break trap is something that somewhat surprises me if you pick this map, right? So Gonza missing after there, only a 1 miss. Saika also only with the 1 miss on that break trap, but Ryu somewhat struggling on that pick. And we're keeping the Nomad bracket completely open. Also, Hidden still available, and we're going for double time 3. So Singapore is going to make the triple double time pick. This map is way shorter. It's only 1 minute 20 when the DT is added, and its air 7.8 is quite jumpy. And I can see a lot of people choking this one. So this is fair consistency. It's quite testing your consistency somewhat on those typical lower AR jump maps that Congress could be. Ian going to sit out once again. We see Kirana making his appearance again for the double time. I mean, I think we're going to see the same rosters as double time 2 and 1, so that would mean actually double time 2 Setsune play instead of Eon, so that would mean that Rube is going to be the third player, I believe. It's up to Singapore to confirm this this breakpoint once again. And Argentina has to start thinking about what they're going to pick off of this, because on paper that hidden pick is most likely lost, right? So Singapore still has that behind their backs. If they win this one, they can just go for the hidden pick and they've won the match, most likely, right? Obviously, in a tournament setting, things can change, but most of the time, the better hidden team wins the hidden picks, because hidden is not really the type of Ma you can clutch in. And we see Rube being that third player on the Singaporean side. So this is a vital point in this match, right? Losing this pick and you have 3 match points. Well, 3 match points for the other team. Winning this pick and you're back into it.
Yeah, Argentina really has to start stepping it up if they want to stay in this.
Yeah. Definitely. Alright, double time 3 coming up. Only 1 minute 20. It's a sprint, not a marathon this one. And no hidden being chosen. I think that's a good decision. AR 7.8 DT is still relatively low AR. Plus, those type of jump maps, it's a little bit hard with hidden in my opinion. And we're getting things underway. Everyone approaching 200 combo. No miss to be seen. Already according to the map, it's really short. And Ruby actually being the very first to drop, so that's going to give the early advance over to Argentina. And that scoreboard is loading up. Axel actually dropping as well. That's 2 misses towards her, but a double miss coming from Argentina. And that's going to tie things up, I believe. Ian dropping his combo as well, but Karana trading, man. I think Sir Gonza, Rube missing as well. Sir Gonza only, Sir Gonza missing as well.
It's just misses from everyone.
I think small advantage towards Singapore. 4 of the map left. They need 1 more miss from Argentina though. And Axel dropping is not going to help them. But Psyche trading. This is getting so close at the end. Karana missing. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, there's no... And Axel dropping there, but there's no way. Wow. This was all over the place. This pick was way spicier than I anticipated. And that is going to be... I mean, 6 misses on both teams, but the timing of the misses is the difference here. And Singapore just winning it at the very end. I mean, last 10 combo. That is so unfortunate for Argentina. And this is the third pick that's been really close, right? Or like the second pick, rather. That double time one was also really close. And this could have been a 2-3 for Argentina. But now Singapore has 3 match points. Oh, 4, yeah, 3 match points and then the tiebreaker, right? So that is heartbreak for Argentina. I'm not sure they can recover from this.
I honestly thought Argentina had that one.
Yeah, I did as well. I didn't think there was this missed potential at the end there, so that was all over the place. That was insane. But now the big issue is now, what do you pick? You lost on hard. Okay, they're going for Nomad 4. I think that is probably the best idea. I think Nomad 4, or perhaps Nomad 2, but the AR is quite low. Nomad 1 is pretty much a coin toss, I believe. So I think Nomad 4 seems like a very reasonable pick.
Always go low AR. Not biased, I promise.
Not biased. Not a single bit. This map is the longest, actually the second longest map in the normal pool. 3 minutes and 50 length. Air 9 per 3. It's your typical streamy, somewhat annoying, jumpy, convert map. It does a lot of spinners. This could definitely be a spinner battle, and it's like 6 or 7 spinners if I'm not mistaken. A lot of bananas to be caught. And we see Yang coming back, switching for Rube. The rest of the rosters are practically the same. We have to keep in mind Argentina's winner bracket run is on the line, right? 3 match points, 4 match points if you want to count the TV for Singapore right now. So they are in the driver's seat.
And with it being a spinner-heavy map, Hiang is a very good choice here.
Yeah, that as well.
He's very good at spinning.
Definitely. On the Argentina side, Zeitgeist, Gonzo, and Karana staying the same roster. They did perform well on all 3 double time picks, but sadly lost 2 of them by nothing, really. Yeah, starting off with a really wrong spinner as well, I believe. Right before the first rig, really wrong spin. There's a bunch of spinners in this one, and it seems that Argentina has the spinner advantage, actually. Hiang not spinning as well as I would have thought. I think the best spinners are Sir Gonzo or Saika, actually. Hard to tell. Relatively slow start, and then it picks up the pace, but it's just consistently hard. It's, oh yeah, your typical convert streamy map. And now the break comes, and actually Singapore winning on that second spinner, so alright then. And Saikai being the first to drop on the Argentina side right after 200 combos, so that is full loss bonus. Well, full loss actually, just put it that way, for Argentina. Early advantage towards Singapore. And Saikai dropping again.
Another.
Yeah, that's not looking too great for Argentina at the beginning of this map, really.
Could be cracking under the pressure, maybe?
That could definitely be the case. I wouldn't give Singapore too many misses to work with, because they have been really, really consistent in my opinion. Axel especially, and Hiang honestly still on that 100% SS rate in this match, and then Karane dropping, so that's 2 misses, actually like 2.5 versus none. And this pick is once again backfiring for Argentina in the early stage of this map. Halfway in, and still a triple SS coming in from Singapore. Another spinner, but I don't think it's going to be a spinner battle. Singapore has to start miss for Argentina to come back into this one. It's not looking likely right now. Beautiful performance coming in from all 3 of them. And Karane dropping once more. That's going to even further that gap. Saikai double misclick from Argentina's only Sir Gonza facing off against 3 Singaporean Titans right now. Triple, well actually 2 double S and Eon dropping 1 droplet or 2, but that doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, we had another few drops from Argentina. Hiang missing, but it's not really going to make a difference at this point.
Yeah, this is just... The difference is 150,000 points. And Eon and XL on the bottom side, I wouldn't say carry, but like dragging their captain over the line, I would say. But given that captain still beating 2 Argentinian players, so Sir Gonza is doing everything he can, but this is not looking all too bright for Argentina and their winner bracket hopes. And we're about to hit the ending of the map. A double FC, most likely coming in from Singapore. Actually, Eon dropping right at the end there. but that is a 3.1 million score, and Nomar pick is really huge coming in from Singapore. And Axel once again with the double S, and that is a 5-1 scoreline in a match that was way closer than that 5-1 would predict on the Singaporean picks.
Especially with how close it started off.
Yeah, I think Argentina have to really think their picks through in the upcoming weekends, because, I mean, they were super close to Singaporean picks, and then on their own picks, they kind of just lost momentum or something. I'm not sure what happened there, but those were a difference of 150 to 200,000 points, which is huge, actually, on the round of 32 map pool, I feel like. And Sir Gonzo was the MVP in that last pick, so he did outspin the Singaporeans, but he was not able to carry his team. And that's going to be Singapore winning their round of 32 match and going into the winning bracket in the round of 16, where they'll be facing off against the winner of Indonesia versus... I'm not sure, I can't remember against who Indonesia plays. On the other side, Argentina will be facing the loser of that match that Indonesia is playing in the round of 32 later on tomorrow, I believe.
Also, good to mention right now that if you want to support your favorite team, banners are available. So you can go buy one and show support to your favorite team. Definitely.
Be sure to check that out on the Yosu website. I think that's going to be it from us for now. The next match at 20 UTC, Canada versus Great Britain. That's in about 5 hours from now. So once again, a little break until the next catch action. Tomorrow is going to be stacked though. There's a lot of matches tomorrow afternoon. So then we'll be having I think a full 7-hour stream in total or something with a lot of catch action. So be sure to check that out as well. Zach, I'd like thank you for commentating this one with me. I think both of us anticipate this to be a little bit closer than it ended up being, sadly. But a valiant effort from Argentina, and I'm quite sure they'll make quite a run in the loser bracket.
Yeah, it was a nice match to watch still, even if it was a little bit more one-sided than I think anybody expected.
Yeah, definitely. All right, then, but we'll be heading off for now. Be sure to come back at 20 to see for Canada versus Great Britain, JB Hyperions boys. Anyways, Quinn, I was here with Zach, and thank you all for watching, and do take care.